Ai meu Deus, estamos aqui novamente com os crimes ABC. Poirot, se ajeita aí. Importante. Mais que tudo. Ok, vamos dar uma olhadinha. Não dá. Nunca dá pra ver o calendário, não adianta. Ok. Pra cá, por favor. Ai, ai, ai. E aí? Senhor. Nossa, já tá na canjibrina. O que ele tá. Nossa senhora.
This man is tired.
Por barbear. Círculos negros e a canjibrina aqui. Roupas amarrotadas. Ah, o de sempre. De sempre. Não tô...
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if it didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Não brinca. No kid. I shit you're not, meu amigo. E você, Hastings, tá tudo de boa com você? Só para confirmar, meu amigo.
Hastings, it would appear that you are getting slightly thin on top.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Tá bom. Eu posso... Não, não...
Mommy, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you these past few years.
Ah, sim, porque tecnicamente na cronologia do Poirot, o Hastings ficou um tempo afastado depois que ele se casou.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The Alphabet Murder, a Methodical Madman. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime?
Ah, é isso que eles estão preocupados?
Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D. After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
Ah, vai se ferrar.
Daily Blag, August 31, 1935.
Bigode é meio pau.
Mustache at half mast.
Putz!
Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case.
Oh.
Sometimes small things trouble great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend.
Puta que
To the point
pariu.
it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed
Que
his
porra é
mustache,
essa? O Hastings
which
tá
is so proud,
falando...
being duller than usual.
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Sei. Bom, tá, vou ter que deixar isso pra depois, essa porra aqui. Porque provavelmente ele vai falar, não tenho tempo pra isso, precisa falar com esse inútil aqui.
Mr. Poirot, I don't know why I'm here.
Então vai embora. Você vai ser escutado, vai.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Pesadelos. Bom, isso aí é normal. Isso não é um escritório de psicanálise. Encorajá-lo a continuar. Vai, continua, vai.
Drink and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her around the throat.
Ah, isso aí é
and I
desejo
squeeze
reprimido.
And squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl.
Entretanto,
But I would never tell her about my dream.
né? É.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
Eita, deu
No,
um.
it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting.
Uhum.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Interprete o sonho de Donald. Ué. Desejo reprimido. Ele está cansado. Ele se sente culpado. O Donald gosta de Megan. Bom, ele está se sentindo culpado. Peraí. Isso aqui não tem nada a ver. Gosta muito de Megan. Mas ele não mata ela no sonho. Eu tenho a impressão que são essas duas aqui. Exatamente. Ele sente-se culpado por deixar Beth.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly.
Eu acho que é isso.
And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
Exatamente.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory.
Não excludo.
I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Oxe. Bom, quando você está cansado...
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
Ok. Perfeição.
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question.
Você não viu... Não. Peraí, mas é uma pergunta ou é uma acusação?
Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to
Exato.
anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Meias.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size. Glasses. Dark suit and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't.
É suspeito ela partir. Não, mas eu sei que é ela que... Você pediu demissão por vontade
You did
própria?
not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin cannot go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston.
Os objetos apresentavam riscos?
It was too risky for you to keep these objects, am I correct?
Risky? What was the risk?
Oh, ela não pensou nisso? A maldição do dragão está com ela? A Lady Clark podia acusá-la de roubo?
You know very well what Lady Clark might have said if you had kept these objects.
Indeed. These objects were gifts. But Lady Clark would have been convinced that I'd stolen them. By returning them, I put an end to such evil gossip.
Bien. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question?
Ousar o quê, minha filha?
Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter.
Ah, ele beija a
And all
irmã.
that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Ah, não, o Sir.
Thank
Tá
you,
falando,
mademoiselle.
desculpa.
I will not keep you any longer.
Ou os dois são Sirs, eu não entendi ainda. Acho que...
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Ele ofereceu um broche. Ela gosta? Ela é evasiva. É uma sedutora. Ficou atrás para ter um... Hã? Não. Sir Carmichael Clark. Não, o Sr. Carmichael é que era mais próximo, não a... Ó, então, peraí. Então tá. Sr. Carmichael, brinco. Ela é evasiva. É uma sedutora. Carmichael acha a Dora encantadora. Se estivesse vivo, é exatamente o Sir Carmichael. Bom, ela não se casaria porque ela gosta do Franklin, seria isso? Ela não respondeu se ela teria um caso com... Eu acho que esse de evasivo não vai resolver nada. Na verdade, não é que ela ficou... Aqui a tradução também tá errada. Não é que ela ficou atrás, ela ficou com um pé atrás, né? Cacetada. Ai, ai, ai. Tá bom. Tá. Tora queria casar-se e certamente teria conseguido.
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
Né?
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married
Ele usou uma expressão em latim, eu
I see.
escutei.
You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
A carta,
Yes,
né,
would you
burro?
believe that Miss Grey taught me something new?
Hã?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Eita. Outra ligação entre os assassinatos? Não conseguiram escrever o vendedor da porta que conheceu em Combs. Ah, as meias, né? As meias da Betty. E... Assassino sedutor, efeitos pessoais. Acho uma caixa de meias. Nossa, eu tinha até esquecido disso. Então, ó. Nossa, eu até esquecido do... Antes de cada assassinato, a vítima ou alguém próximo estava em uma situação onde podiam comprar meias.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings, perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill and Churston on the day of each murder.
Vendedor de
We
meias
have our suspect. This should be of interest,
e
Sharp.
o negócio da garganta. Ligue para o Jap. Pera aí, eu não vou resolver a porcaria do... Não, não vou. Um arzinho fresco pra...
Some cool hair.
É, porque as células cinzentas podem ficar superaquecidas.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Vendedor de porta em porta. Doncaster. Ei, ó o Alexandre Bonaparte Curtis aí.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Ah, tá ficando atrevidinho.
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Ele tá bravo porque eu tratei mal a menininha lá? Seu porra. Tá tudo bem, mon ami?
Are you collecting the post, Poirot?
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th.
Ixi, no mesmo dia, de novo.
ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
Já tô vendo daqui que é da mesma pessoa. Tá. Tem alguma coisa aqui?
It is not the right time.
Caceta. Beleza! Beleza! Não consigo ver o Poirot falando isso.
Let us examine this more.
Tá.
Certain characters in the two letters.
Tá,
will
eu
have-
sei, porra.
Yes, the.
Vai o A.
That's right. The
Exato.
I have to find
Tá.
some. The W.
11 de setembro. Já pensou se o cara falasse assim, então, 11 de setembro vai acontecer
Of course,
várias
the
coisas
W
em Nova
characters in
York.
the two letters
Aí
do
seria louco.
indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar. Yes, this. Yes,
Pronto.
my theory was right.
Sim.
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow.
Amanhã?
Chief
Pensei que tava
Inspector
escrito 11
He's
ali.
on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster.
Boa noite, mal
Must call me
joga.
back.
Very well, sir.
Eu tô com o jogo da Agatha Christie hoje.
Now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need.
É um
Hastings,
joguinho
if you don't
simpático.
mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
Ok, decifre os documentos
I've finished
queimados.
with this subject.
Pensei que era pra... Vamos lá, vamos decifrar os documentinhos queimados. Folhas de papel queimada. O que é isso aqui? Ah, é a carta nova. Ok.
Poor Mr.
Tá. Na verdade foi feito por um estúdiozinho pequeno, né? Inclusive eles já lançaram um novo jogo do Poirot, que acho que tá um pouco melhor. Talvez eu pegue, que a gente tá numa onda de vários jogos, de vários jogos famosinhos, de investigação, tudo. Tá saindo um monte de vídeo de um monte de jogos de investigação. E também tá uma promoção na Steam no momento, com vários descontos de jogos de investigação. Tá. Ele tá com um celular ali na mão?
So, how are you getting on?
Ah, tá. Nossa, eu li assim, pensei que ele tava com um celular. Em 1935. Tá, até perdi o fio.
Finished with.
Até perdi o fio da meada aqui. Tem que botar aqui, né? Ô, caçamba. Pera aí. Ele falou pra usar um dos produtos. O produto tá em algum lugar aqui que eu não enxerguei. Tá, não. Ah, peraí, eu preciso conferir isso aqui, que é o outro. Não, esse aqui é os coisas da caça do Husky.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
E aqui é o outro, né? Que é o do último crime.
Churston, Devon. Population 500 inhabitants. Hourly of trains. London, Churston. Trains of evening. London, 6:45 p.m. Newton about 11 a.m. Churston, 11:45 a.m.
Tá, não precisa falar todos os horários dos trens aqui, Poirot. Vamos pra cá.
Now, down to earth.
Aqui. Ok.
What of this needs putting in order a little?
Perfeito. Eu posso, tipo, girar eles? Não. Ou não, é só carregar. Ah, tá. Ali é o... Ok. Isso aqui que é a base.
This piece should be placed here.
Eu sei, tô vendo.
I think that this is right.
Sim.
This page is finished.
Nossa, tá meio tortinha, hein, Poirot?
That's done. 3 more to go.
Eu sei contar, Poirot. Você tá fazendo isso, deixando esse negócio torto pra ficar mais difícil? Ou só pra irritar o Poirot mesmo?
This page is finished.
Ok.
And that's 2 done. It's easier than I thought.
Pois é. Não, primeiro aqui. Aí. Aqui.
This piece should be placed here.
Tá, tô ligado. Tô ligado.
This page is finished.
Beleza, como diria o Poirot.
One more. Keep going.
Beleza, como diria o Poirot.
I think that this is right.
Sim.
This
Pronto.
page is finished. All the pages are reconstructed.
Parabéns. Agora eu tenho que jogar o... Peraí. Jogar o
A
líquido?
bottle of solvent. A dry cloth. A bottle of solvent.
Tá, eu tô tentando jogar aqui.
A bottle of solvent.
O caceta. Será que eu tenho
A
que
dry
usar?
cloth.
Eu tenho que usar primeiro no pano.
A bottle of solvent.
Ah, finalmente.
The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Perfeito. Agora...
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alisasha, Sharpona in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
Ah, essas eram
I got it. Look,
essas anotações do médico lá.
Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Comside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Adivinha? Na casa, leia os documentos reconstruídos.
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine.
Nossa senhora, isso devia ser algo grave.
Betty Barnard,
Tossindo com sangue?
waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking.
Né?
Alexander Bonaparte Cust. While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma.
Ih,
Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia. Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
acho que já dá pra notar facinho quem é o assassino, né? Às vezes sofriam de problemas na garganta. Mas esse Alexandre Bonaparte Cuts, não. Ok. Os registros médicos foram consultados recentemente. Vendedor de porta em porta, não? Aí. Os documentos vêm dos registros de pacientes do Dr. Clark.
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the 2 victims appear on them? And who are the 2 other patients?
These are very good questions.
Vai, gente, tá fácil, vai. Mesmo se você não leu esse livro da Agatha Christie em especial, ainda assim acho que ficou bem clarozinho. Ainda mais do jeito que o próprio jogo botou, né, apresentou.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Alexandre Bonaparte Cust.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust. How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Indicar o hotel. Não, Ginger Cat não.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Eu ligo ou encorajo o Jep? Eu vou encorajar o Jep.
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key.
Ué, outro telefonema?
So, has Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
Hã?
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to
Ah!
fear. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
Ah! Eu sei. Os registros médicos de Dunbar.
Chief Inspector, I believe that I share responsibility for this incident.
What do you mean?
I saw Mr. Dunbar's medical records. His heart was weak. I should have warned
Ah,
you.
droga.
It's very honest of you to tell me that, Poirot. I appreciate your gesture.
Ah,
Please keep me
tá.
informed of his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the killer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents. While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt.
É bientôt.
Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
Ah, tá. Por isso que ele tava
Dentist.
chato.
So that is why you were so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
Ainda mais nessa
But
época.
an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
É, escova os dentes, filho da p. Ingleses.
to Marbury Guest House, please.
Tá indo pra onde? Indo embora? Você tem que entrar no táxi comigo, criatura. Eu adoro que os achievements são tudo tipos de... Nossa, tô pasmando
I've
aqui.
been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
Ah, ele já esteve aqui antes. Interessante.
Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name, in Cheshire.
Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui antes.
It is a very beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Tapp told me that you might be coming.
Ficar irritado a vê-la descascando batatas. Que isso? Não, você foi de grande ajuda.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are a key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined.
Olha o arenque
As you can
defumado aí,
imagine, when I
gente.
saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Assim, só uma coisa. Quando eu li esse livro... Porque assim, eu já li esse livro há muitos anos. Mas quando eu li esse livro, quando chegou nessa parte do livro, uma coisa eu já tinha certeza. Não era esse cara. Esse Alexandre Bonaparte Cutts eu já tinha certeza. Não era ele. Né? Agora, quem que é o assassino? Vocês já imaginaram quem é?
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself.
Ah, sim, não. Pra quem chegar pela metade agora não vai decifrar.
He got in the wall. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Assim, basicamente, os crimes ABC. Um assassino enviando cartas e com as iniciais ABC. E aí joga um cara que tem problemas mentais, que não se lembra muito bem das coisas, que é esse cara aí. E aí foi pego tão fácil. Daí falou, não, isso é muito óbvio. Não que a Agatha Christie já não tenha feito técnicas de duplo blefe antes. Mas isso aqui, né, tá do jeito que tá, né? Perguntar para ela se era sangue. Onde estavam as manchas?
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Cutts used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always on wound trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust
Enjoava no
was at
trem.
the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. I remember one thing. Bexhurst by the sea, right?
Exato.
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
É a Bertioga da
Well, as it
Inglaterra.
happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Não é o único a bermar. Não, continua,
Very
senhor.
interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Mais detalhes do jornal.
Which newspapers?
The evening ones and the daily ones.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
Ok. Essa aqui?
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Eita, por quê? Mr. não sei quando, Mr. Hã? Eita. Ah, meu bracinho. Privado. Privada. Deixa eu ver aqui. Tem alguma coisa pra ver aqui?
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
O verdadeiro mestre dessa casa. Retrato de gato. Ó, tem até um travesseiro com pelinhos. E uma rolha na ponta de um pedaço de corda. Oi.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
O gato é o assassino. Eu esqueci de verificar ela, né?
This woman appears to be in a good mood.
Movimentos suaves. Eita, aquele sorrisão. Postura relaxada.
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
Né? Tipo, aquela batatinha perfeita.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexley murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favor. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
Então... indicar que isso é legal.
You rented the same room to two people. Very profitable, but quite illegal.
But... I didn't harm
Mago.
anyone, I was only helping everybody out.
Ah, mas eu acertei. Foi os pontos de água certo.
Mr. Cust's room is right there on the third floor.
Ok, então alguém entrou no quarto do suspeito número 1. Aí que eu já tinha... Não, agora é certeza. Ó, porque, ó, sabia que a gente ia encontrar isso aqui, ó. O que você acha que é isso aqui?
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Não, peraí, calma. Não, eu não quero cuidar disso aqui antes, sim. Quero verificar outras coisas primeiro.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon. This object would probably be useful to me.
Claro que será.
It's an ABC.
ABC.
Cast is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury.
Não é luxúria, é com luxos.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester.
Eita.
To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a red field typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town.
Ah, alguém fez ele.
This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
E quem enviou a carta exigindo que ele fosse para esses locais também, né?
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
Não, caça...
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
Ai, que susto! Poirot desapareceu. Virou um fantasma, Poirot. Louça bagunçada. Casaco surrado.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Tá, tô vasculhando ainda. Tá, o único que falta é esse aqui mesmo.
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Mr. Poirot, I'm quite sorry for you. Eu vou usar isso usando a...
A long-bladed knife. The left-hand heel has been removed. The right-hand heel has been removed.
Estranho. Né? Pronto.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC.
Sim.
I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes. All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Ok. Tá. Calma, o que é isso, porra? Calma. Depois é pra você investigar aqui, vocês estão dando essas viradinhas aí. Sim, a dublagem do Poirot ficou muito boa. Ah, tô meio sem sono. Então vou gravando aqui. Pouquinho.
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher.
Ah, outro
The
detalhe.
subject will probably be useful to me.
O assassino, ele é muito metódico, é muito... Né, ele faz as coisas muito certinho. E esse Alexandre Bonaparte Cust certamente não é isso. Não tinha como ser ele. Então, ele não é. Quem vocês acham que é?
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company.
Da Johnson.
I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative.
Olha só, se eu tomasse um desse, eu poderia...
Will probably be useful to me.
Se eu tomasse um desse, eu ia dormir direto. Ia ser melhor que esse talopram.
The Bexhill Daily Paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, From the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date. Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Ok. Ok, o que temos aqui? Um monte de...
ABC guys. Enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Não, pra assassinar uma dúzia de assassinatos, não, jogo. Pelo amor de Deus, não me envergonha. No... Me ajuda a te ajudar, jogo. Vamos cortar isso aqui.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings.
Ok. E você dispensou a faca, Poirot? Tá. Ah, outra coisa que eu esqueci aqui. Eu me olhar no espelho. Um joguinho tão simples desse tem um espelho funcional. Em que o personagem, na verdade, aparece. Ó, tá vendo? Tanto o jogo AAA não tem espelho funcional, esse aqui tem. Eita!
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there.
Então, assassino metódico... Espera aí, as células cinzentas do Poirot vão... Onde que você estava no momento do assassinato? Ele estava aqui, ó, com as roupinhas de banho e o jornal. Não, e a senhora falou... Chave pro quarto, tinha uma foto... foi alugado pra outra pessoa. Peraí. Aqui, pronto. Provavelmente Cus estava em Brexit no dia do assassinato. Ou então sangue de se barbear.
That Cus did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cus bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th. We're just continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
Que assassino seria burro de deixar todas essas pistas pra trás, né? Opa, esqueci de ver um negocinho aqui, na verdade.
War of 1914-1918.
Ah, sim.
By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Sim, sim. Então, já apareceu todo mundo ligado por um doutor que também morreu também, que deixou uma fortuna pro irmão.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Um outro lá casal que é a irmã...
Chief Inspector.
Peraí.
I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to
Boa
the
noite,
kitchen.
tá o sol ainda.
I'll leave Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
Ok. Que mais que eu vou... Deixa eu dar mais uma olhadinha aqui enquanto ela tá... Né? Não, aqui eu já vi. Queria olhar outras coisas, tipo... Aqui eu já vi do gato. Deixa eu ver aqui. Ah, já vi. Droga. Sei que ia ter algo novo. Ela disse good evening, né? Oxi. Tá bom. Vamos ver a cara do Jep. Eu tive a melhor conversa com o Jep? Não, é melhor eu conversar com o Jep. Jogo, não me envergonha.
Listen closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
Sim, o que tá muito óbvio.
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
O Cust é culpado? Então, aí chegou a hora. Porque, né? Ele estava em Churchill. E vem da máquina de escrever dele. Não, na verdade, as provas a gente tem que botar outro tipo, na verdade. Ele sofre de hemoptise, tosse com sangue. Ah, então esse sangue aqui não é... Ele estava com sangue. Cust mentiu sobre o destino. Ele tinha dias ABC em casa. Ele tem uma faca parecida com a que apunhalou, né? Agora, né, aquela coisa, quem é que seria imbecil? Ainda mais alguém que pretende cometer assassinatos com todas as letras do alfabeto, né? Pra... Peraí. Ok. Sangue. Não. Ó, ele tava... Cadê? Ele... Bashit. Apunhalou. Ele tava em Andover. Ele tava... Quem falou que tava ali? Ele tava em Best. Ele tava em Bashit. Ele tava no outro lugar, no... Aí. Ele tava nos 3 dias. Nesse lugar. Ele estava em todas as cidades. Alguma ligação entre Cust e o assassino? Aqui, todas as cartas enviadas a Poirot vêm de sua máquina de escrever. Tem os guias ABC em casa. Guarda jornais? Não. Tem uma faca? Ele pode sim ter cometido esses crimes. O comportamento de Cust é suspeito? Ele estava com sangue, ele mentiu sobre o destino e ele aqui. Culpado.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However,
Entretanto,
the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis.
nessa época não tinha o CSI para fazer DNA.
And the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves,
Exato.
not on the buttonholes. Yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if he discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences.
Nossa, da onde tá vindo essa luz aqui?
Marbury has confirmed this.
Nossa, quem tá
He
enxergando?
may have done the murders in an altered state.
Meu Deus do céu, o mundo tá acabando
Following the
aqui.
situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant.
Très
Remember
interessante.
that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Você viu? O Poirot falou que nem
Chief
gaúcho.
Inspector, I'm
Tri
sure the liberty
interessante.
of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Eu não notar algo? Jap. My chap. Ok. Ok, então agora a gente vai... Olha aqui o gatinho. Dono da casa, dono do lugar. Então, será que o Cust é suspeito? Isso a gente vai descobrir na próxima transmissão, que a gente vai parar por aqui. Então, obrigado por quem ficou aqui e até a próxima.